Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nick the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Let me give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. For the ones who did get the notifications, hopefully you're keeping yourselves cool, especially those in the city. It's a hot box right now. Despite that little thunderstorm we got this morning, nothing to make it more hot. First things first, hopefully everybody having a blessed and productive Monday. And again, keeping yourselves cool. But man, I was trying to make sure the helicopter wasn't coming this way. It is. Popcorn, what's going on, my guy? Hopefully everybody's smoothly getting through the workday, those who are working. Shoot. Those that might have worked last night, hopefully y'all getting some good rest. And preparing for another extraordinary week. Hopefully everybody keeping themselves balanced. Yeah. Appreciate everybody that tuned in Saturday for the conversation. Definitely was one that was a great one. And we had a little bit of madness as always. You know, those that might have missed the catch the replay. Give me 1 second. I'm really trying to make sure the helicopter. That's the third time that sucker done flew past over here. So hopefully ain't nothing crazy going on already. Never know. Never know. We'll cover one or two little things. I know one of these stories is old, but it kind of ties into what's about to be said about, overall just instilling the right damn situation so things never get critical. See that, baby? Oh, no, you know that. You know that. I wasn't about to. My phone tweaking a little bit. It's lagging a little bit today. It's lagging a little bit. Think my battery hot. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, my battery hot. My bad, y'all. Might be lagging a little bit, but we still good. London, baby. Teaching things that need to be taught because, again, you don't want serious repercussions, especially when they are still young. Now, some of y'all probably already heard about that story um, about the young boy and the two supposed to be his friends drowned him in some water. Drowned him in I'm sorry to say it that way because I know it's old, but it's still fresh technically. It's only happened 2 months ago. Don't think just because something happened previous that it still doesn't affect to the day. First things first, deep condolences for that family. To think that you got a child that's gone because of their quote unquote friends, it's tragic. But it, it doesn't get easier, but it's it really is unfortunate. You know, My bad, y'all, because stories like that, yeah, it trigger warning for anybody. Trying not to trigger myself to a degree because that's nothing to play with. You know, any form of drowning, that's not a good look, and especially when it's supposed to not happen in the first place. Think that you can hold somebody's head underwater, that type of situation right there, but you say that you're friends. Uh, that's something deep right there. Because again, there's supposed to be a moral fabric when it comes to respect of life. Parents, family should not have to worry about that, and not from people that's supposed to be trusted. That's the sad and disheartening part about it. Not far apart in age, but the sad part again, these is young kids, 8, 10, 11. That's little kids still. 11, you almost towards a preteen, you know. And again, it's disheartening to think that you got to live with that for the rest of your life. The fact that you took somebody's life in the worst way imaginable. For what reason? You can't bring that friend back. You got to live with that. And the fact that you probably could get tried as an adult, that's definitely bad. I couldn't fully read it only because it didn't sit right with my soul to think that again. You're supposed to be all friends, tight knit, trustworthy friends. That's what you do. That's how you repay a good friendship. You take away one of the good friends. Parents, this is why I say you really have to start paying attention and being mindful on things. You need to teach your kids that what you think you see on TV and video games, that ain't what it is. There is no respawn button. You can't hold somebody's head underwater, hold them down in water like that, and don't think that's something not going to happen. That's very, in my like, I'm sorry, in my opinion, is very just it's evil. Because how could you think to do that to a friend? I don't care what age you are. How could you think to do that to somebody you consider a friend? Brand, what's going on, my guy? You need to teach them again the rights and wrongs, respecting human life. Teach them how to make better judgment calls when it comes to picking and choosing friends. You know, it's getting to a point again where it's like there's so many different things happening, and there's not enough. It's not enough help. It seems like to go around. Be honest, there is. Um, it's crazy because again, you don't want to ever have to worry about that as a parent, losing a child or possibly losing a child because of those type of vicious and mean actions. I'm sorry. No way you could think that somebody was playing to do that. I don't care how rough I might be with friends or how rough I was with friends. I would never do something that would put them in danger or possibly unalive them. Not if I say it was my friend. Wouldn't do that. Still ain't doing it to this day. That's just me in per se. It's just my option and opinion for the day. But there should be some form of blueprint for some to really listen to what's going on now. Sometimes these kids be really reaching out and you're not seeing the general gist of things. Um, you have to teach them what the true meaning of friendships are. You have to teach them how to pick and choose. Yeah, there's a lot of things you have to do. See, right now, I think I know another problem. We're in an era where words are basically shaping the form of everything. Prime example, you can't say this without offending people, or you can't say this without people having all forms of views and opinions. There's nothing wrong with that. But in the same token, when logics and facts are facts, how could you still dispute it? You know? Like again, teaching them that if you hold somebody down in water, it doesn't matter. Even if it's shallow, if that person probably don't know how to swim, that still doesn't matter. You don't pin your friends down in situations like that. You don't put your friends in situations where they could lose their life or possibly be hurt for life. And the fact that again, these is young men, can't even say young men. These are still young kids. I would have said they young men if they was past 16, 17. Because at a certain age, you kind of already are pushing into young adulthood. But the fact that, this is happening right now is sad. I feel that's something that no parent should ever have to worry about. A child being drowned or unalive by somebody that they were supposed to be trusted with. Teaching the difference between rough house play and actual things that could possibly hurt. We gotta teach them all the basics. Tamika, what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in at the like button. But you have to teach them things that again that will keep them from going behind that system too early or to an early grade. Those are the most important things you need to teach your children out of everything. Teach them not just how to survive, but just to be wise, wise in their decision making. Though, you know, though we love to say sometimes, oh, just let them be free. Nah, these are actions that you can't let be free, can't overlook. Again, there's consequences and repercussions. The heavy ones that you really shouldn't have to bear as parents neither. The fact that your child could be going to jail for something that they didn't need to do or didn't have to do. But it's the fact that they did it anyway. And that's crazy because now that quote unquote friend of yours ain't never going back to their family. You need to teach them that when they make certain actions and judgments like that, there's no coming back from that. You can't bring back that person, and you can't stop that pain that that family is feeling. Again, it's time to start choosing people wisely. Teach them that. I would honestly say that to anybody. If you felt the type of way about anything, uh, that's when you know you should just keep it pushing for the good. know? I thought the true meaning of friendship spoke in volumes, and it still kind of does, at least in the person that has a conscience. You know, but a lot of people use that friend term loosely, and then we see situations like this happening. Again, it doesn't matter what age or what stage. You need to make sure that um, you're amongst the right flock. Your kids amongst the right flock. And again, friendship shouldn't cause the life, shouldn't cause no real broken bones, pain, misery, so on and so forth. Doesn't it doesn't suffice. I would say as far as what's needed, um, for those who ever felt pressure from anybody that they shouldn't feel pressure from, even if they claim that they're friends, um, you need to really evaluate what you need to evaluate because those friends could possibly put you in danger. It's something that young folks don't want to hear, but guess what? You're gonna hear it today. You're gonna need to. Or if you got friends that's gonna put you in imminent danger to where you're all gonna be sitting behind a cold cell, just know what comes with that. I'm sorry, but that's one of the main things you should teach your children, at least while they're that young, to keep themselves out of trouble. Got a group of friends that's always in the midst of some trouble, even to the point where it could get dangerous or even deadly. Why keep hanging with them? Or why keep putting yourself at risk? Prime example is some that are doing things that could put their families at risk. It's not the way it's supposed to work. You know? Your kids are supposed to be a reflection of you, even though they are going to be their own individual person once they get into their adulthood. Everything else, you know, it's all about choice, wise choices. And again, being safe in those choices. Rice, what's going on, my guy? You know, make sure that your kids are actually, you know, keeping themselves above water. Even if you are going to give them leniency, let them be out and about, let them be out exploring the world. Yeah, still make sure that they're safe and make sure that they're keeping their friends safe. The ones that they really deem friends, keeping them safe. That's just like prime example. If I know my friend can't swim, even if we are at a beach party, I'm not going to let my friend dive in, or I'm not going to throw my friend in to the point where they panic and they could possibly drown. Beach, pool, whatever. Anything where it's near deep water, wouldn't think to do it. That's not the way anybody should be thinking, honestly. But again, it does start from home. It does start from home. So if you're not being taught, you know, it's going to be a real uphill battle because it'll only be a matter of time before they end up doing something where They're gonna lose a portion of their life, a portion of their life that they're not gonna be able to get back. It doesn't matter because there's situations where you think it's not gonna be as serious, and it can turn serious. Like prime example recently, especially out here in the city, some of the little, fake uh, petty larcenies and stuff, it's happening by youngins. It's more youngins than the older folks that are wilding out for respect. Like almost every night there's something going on. To a point where it's like, look, you keep trying to do the same things over and over again, but you're not being successful. Give it up. Again, some of y'all have to start really being truthful with your kids. Like prime example, if your kid is not great enough to play basketball, you need to tell them the truth. No matter how you tell them the truth, you need to tell them the truth to where they understand it, they comprehend it, and they think about it. And that's a dangerous situation because again, you're putting somebody at risk. And again, if that person don't know how to swim, that person probably has a phobia of the water. Like you might make them go into some form of a shock 9 out of 10 too. Again, nobody should have to think that they doing something or they hanging with people that's supposed to be good friends. And these friends is scheming on trying to hurt you or even plotting. It's not right. That's why I said you have to start being mindful of who you choose to be around. And even if people around you are around you, then everybody need to be making sure everything is, open steady. For raps right now. But this. Oh snap! God damn it! My bad, y'all. Big over truck. But like no. I mean that's something that's not cool. All right. Some situations have happened where it really was just playfulness, but it just went wrong, right? That's different. Like that's just like if I'm playing, like if we was young playing one of the friends and they just happen to have an asthma attack or something like that. We not knowing that, or we not expecting that type of situation to happen. Right? That's different. If something does happen, God forbid, that was different. But forcefully doing something the way it hurt somebody and unalive them, no, that's not something that ever should be taught. That's it. Doc can pay again. I'm still docking your pay for lunch. Like shoot. Now I told you they're gonna dock you until you no. Look. Oh, I hear a motorcycle. We did it. But you gotta remember that part. That's not cool. To think that you got friends that would even consider that as some form of fun. For someone who had probably already been through a specific situation, um, you know how to move from there, basically. If your quote unquote friends put you in a real dangerous situation like that, then guess what? You need to move away from that. That would be the instance of the difference between life and not having life. And again, you gotta know when playing is playing and when danger is danger. That's something that needs to be taught to the kids too. See, but again, we're in a world right now where words are basically, again, shaping and painting a narrative. Things that you was accustomed to saying, things you was accustomed to speaking on, is either you can't speak on it or you gotta be careful on how you speak on it. But again, in any way, shape, or form as a parent, you need to give your kids not just lessons in life and lessons and life respect. But you definitely need to make sure that they keep themselves humble in the bowl because there's nothing humble about putting your friends in that form of danger, regardless. Like they tell you stop playing in the streets, prime example. We still have situations like that. Kids running in and out the streets. Even that is a danger. You know? I granted there's gonna be dangers in life that, at times are gonna be unavoidable. But you don't wanna take that risk or that chance putting yourself at that risk either. I was just like that last live I did a while back. Y'all remember when I told you the dude jumped on the back of the ambulance truck as it was getting ready to pull off? That right there could have been dangerous in itself. Because if it had made an abrupt turn or if it sped off a certain way and you ain't gripped on the right way, or if you wouldn't have gripped it in time before it pulled off, you would have been hurt. You could have possibly cracked your cranium. Don't take risks like that. And make sure that the people around you ain't taking risks like that. Supposed to be able to say, even if you're going to have some form of extreme fun, let it be safe. I'm from the era where our being dangerous to a degree was backyard wrestling for real. So, you know, if at any time, look, like the most we had to worry about, damn, hope we don't break no bones. Hopefully we don't have to get no stitches, so on and so forth. But see, it was about the safety measures, period. We had rough fun, but yeah, we wasn't crazy neither the way we would completely hurt ourselves and take ourselves out the game. Now, Lady Shay, don't come in here with that. Too early in the day. Too early in the day. Lady Shay, baby, again, teach your children that playing around and playing risky games like that, especially when it's supposed to be around friends, do have a deep consequence. Now, if and only if time does heal all wounds, it's still going to be a pain that's it's going to live around forever. Because the fact that we trust you with our son, trust you with the children, and then this is what happens. Parents, start doing what's necessary. Again, not just for your safety, but for your children's safety. Start knowing thy neighbor. Something else I was going to get into today too. Like I said, trigger warnings. There are trigger warnings that are needed right now. I'll get to that later. Parents, start making sure that your kids' friends and their parents' backgrounds are at least where they need to be at. Knowing when to decipher real danger and imminent danger from, you know, other things. It is crazy that again, your friends are supposed to protect you and, keep you out of harm's way. My bad, dog. Always get one of those loud bikes from them. think that your friends are supposed to protect you and then they don't, that is very concerning, very alarming for real. Teach your kids critical thinking and emergency critical thinking. In the event they feel they in some form of danger. There are other situations again that need to be discussed. Teaching your kids to stay away from specific drugs or know the signs if something has happened or if they've been affected by it will go a long way. Cool game, what's going on? It'll go a long way because let's really talk about how many stories we have had. The quote unquote teen friends are supposed to be all for one, one for all, and you leave your friend on stuck. Any of those situations where things have gotten bad or even took a turn for the worse, you already know off the rip. To bring back public shaming, that is a shame. You was trusted with somebody's life and you left them on stuck. And even if they have survived, the fact that you could call yourself any form of a friend and allowed anything like that to happen, nah, need to reevaluate that. Susanna, baby, appreciate you for dropping those link series, baby. Working hard in this damn sun on my forehead, baby. Damn it, I need the cloud cover back. Come on, I need the cloud cover back just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. There you go. There you go. There you go. Again, for everybody who might be out and about, especially in this heat, make sure you're keeping yourself hydrated, but also making sure you're keeping your health under wraps. Definitely need it. Look how many stories have happened like that, not just with women, but men too. Supposed to be with a group of trusted people, then got hold of the wrong form of drugs, and then look at the stories you get. Some of them dealt with I can't even say the word because they don't want you to say the word. But you know where I'm going with it. Fact of the matter is, teach your children to be safe on all levels. And that means teaching them everything. What drugs to be aware of, what drugs to stay clear from. And if it's not you, if you have friends who could be on it, you need to make sure they are still getting home safe and sound. Again, the worst type of burden is allowing your friend to lose their life, especially on your hands. Sorry. You know, that's what I'm saying. You got to remember that part more and more. There is no respawn button when it comes to life. That's on all cylinders. You are supposed to worry about your child's safety to every extent and every measure. And even if you feel they're in some form of danger, then again, you need to be truthful with them and let them know what it is. Safety on all cylinders, right? Now, again, allowing friends to be either too intoxicated, they could be spiked with something, you leave them on stuck, something bad happens on either angle, whether it's by their own actions or not. There's no coming back from that. That's like if you're at a pool party, that person then got a bad trip, they done fell in the pool. You would want to get them out that pool as quick as possible. Or if they near anywhere where there's water, you should be getting them away from that. They could be a danger to themselves, even to others. Again, it might trigger some people because you are having people who have already been through that. Losing children, even on that aspect. Kids overdosed on something, or they done took something that done got them above and beyond, and they done did something to hurt themselves or get them. Like it's sad. And again, teach them that some of these medications that they be trying to take, they do cause some form of how you say it? How you say it? They do cause some form of not just brain loss. It could possibly trigger you to get to a depressing state. And that's going to be sadly a battle that's going to continuously be battled because until you get the full dynamics of everything, or until you know the full dynamics, at least within your community realm, anything like that could possibly happen. But see, if you well knit and you close to everything, then there shouldn't be nothing that goes under your eyes, or anybody's eyes for that matter. Like I said, if I know your child could be in some form of possible danger, am I not supposed to be, as a responsible adult, trying to keep them from having that situation? I believe anybody would do that. And that's the thing. Again, for those who have friends, make sure that these are good friends. And make sure these are friends that want to see you always up and not down. That's another thing. Make sure that those friends that you say are friends are going to be there for you no matter what, even during dark time. That right there will determine exactly who rides for you and who don't. Lady Shay, don't get karate chopping in. Trying to be nice with you today. It's already too hot for this. Your friends should never line you up for any form of danger or any form of hellfire. Your friends really are supposed to be there for you during your darkest times, not just during your best time. But to be honest with you, still need to let people know what it is. You are your own unique person. And if you're going to build and associate and even function amongst people, you need to make sure they are the right type of people. You need to make sure they're keeping everything on the up and up. Yeah, all right, Lady Chef, we'll let that slide right now. We'll let that slide. You're right, serious. I'm not. I'm definitely not no medical professional. I don't need to be. I just use common logic and common sense. Talking to somebody that actually has seen every form of drug use there is to see. So it's not hard to know at some point when somebody is definitely using something. If you feel your friends could be using something and they need the help, get them the help. I would say again, your children should stay away from any form of drugs so they are old enough to pay their own bills and they old enough to have their own spot. When they are old enough to make their own decisions as far as adults, even as young adults, then okay, cool. Everything else, come on now. They shouldn't be so quick to want to grow up. And that's one failure that some parents unfortunately set their kids up for. Wanting them to experience life and to the fullest. I'm sorry, but children shouldn't be making adult decisions. And again, especially when they A, still living up under your roof, B, you're still taking care of them in more than one way or form, and three, it's just how it's always been. Under my roof, under my house, you have to follow rules, regulations. And even when you're out and about, you should follow a certain code of ethics because, again, the things you do can have consequences and repercussions. Not gonna lie to you, it's sad that in this generation right now, you got more friends unaliving each other than you actually got enemies unaliving each other. I'm sorry. Um, that was never supposed to be a part of the playbook. Like prime example, how can I call myself any form of a friend? I know you could be having a possible asthma attack. You got a pump near you, or you might not have been able to get to that pump at that time frame. And I could possibly help you. Could be severe. You think I'm gonna sit there and allow you to no, try my best to keep you where I need to keep you at. That's it. Can't call anybody a friend and you're gonna watch them pass away in front of you. That's not a friend. That's being a that's being the enemy. The worst type of enemy. Because you trust it. And the fact that you could take somebody away from their parents or possibly have the parents going through a whole heap of different types of medical bills and expenses. Because even if something didn't happen to where they lost life, the fact that it almost could have, that's still even worse. Because that's pain and suffering that person has to deal with. And then trying to get back to some form of normalcy to where they could trust people. But again, as parents, you teach your kids the best way you're supposed to teach them. But make sure you teach them key critical steps in life. Now, one time before, I have spoken about this. And I see that is still kind of going to this day. Um, the different things that are happening in some of these homes. Um, it's very alarming and disturbing. Because again, depending on the kid's background, that kid's background could be something that's very toxic and dangerous. And it can be dangerous on all levels given the situation and the circumstance. One thing kids are supposed to feel is protection. And again, that means even protection at home. You're not protecting your kids. This is for some of you single parents. You're not protecting your kids if you constantly have kids around different individuals day in and day out. Or if you are constantly having different relationships, you changing relationships more than you changing your drawers. That's not good. Again, even if you are a single parent, you are supposed to be living your life. Okay, well, at least make sure that you put the right person around you so you don't have a toxic background. Again, no child should have to worry about any forms of abuse happening, especially in the place that's supposed to be the safest home. Again, this could be a trigger warning for some. The reason why I say you need to pay attention to some of the backgrounds of some of the people, again, get to know your neighbors, is because look at some of the things that are being bred and have always been bred throughout the course of history. Some of these sexual attackers, prime example, are coming from a background where there's nothing but sexual abuse going on. Abuse, period, should never be tolerated or should never be thought about at home. There's some people, if they not on those type of times when it comes to sexual crimes, some of these people are just psychotic. Like the simplest thing will make them twitch. The simplest thing will make them want to cause danger. And it can be coming from a background where there's heavy drug use. There's definitely verbal and physical abuse, even extreme abuses to where it could cause psychological damage. We done heard stories of unthinkable acts. Forget the motives, unthinkable acts that should have never been thought about in the first place being enacted, and especially on the ones you're supposed to be protecting, the ones that you brought into this world. I feel any form of that irresponsibility, yeah, public walk of shame. Not solely just supposed to do backgrounds on people, but again, you are supposed to keep your tree safe, basically. Like there's some of you again, you're putting too many different people around your kids. I'm not just talking about single mothers, single fathers as well. You can't keep putting too many different people around your kids. If you're not going to build with that person solidly, and if that's not going to be somebody that really helps you raise your flock the way you're supposed to, then again, you need to think twice about it. It's just my view and opinion on it. You're right, London. You know, they can appreciate you serious, baby. Working hard in these pigeons in this damn pool, baby. Uh-oh. If y'all hear me play the troll drop, that means I might be getting trolled by pigeons. Probably seagulls. Oh, wait. Oh, there they go. There they go. There they go. About that time. Again, you got to remember this part. Um, you always are supposed to keep your kids well educated. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh, never mind. That was somebody I knew. Come on. But no, again, just think about what was said today. There are going to be things you need to teach your children because, again, you do not want your children behind bars or in the early grave or even possibly causing harm and pain to people who don't deserve it. Some of the worst and most violent situations you do get, or anything along those lines, gotta look at the background. And then there are situations where the backgrounds are not as bad, or it's not bad at all. There's a multitude of factors. 702, baby. Appreciate you, baby. You already know if y'all just tuned in, the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. But gotta be mindful on that. Make sure that you not just vetting out your kids' friends, but teach your kids how to vet out too. Not everybody is going to be bad for them, bad against them. Wait 1 second. Oh, they trying to come back, y'all. I might have to play the troll drop. Oh, they coming back.
I had music on, that's why I
Wait a minute. Where's white chocolate, y'all? What?
Whoa, that's a cute name. How you doing, White Chocolate?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh,
So
wait a minute. Brief intermission, y'all.
I'm like this. Wait, whole time out. That's a good
No,
name. Like I got happy now.
No.
I'm a little upset, but White Chocolate, that's a good name.
Get up out of here. Don't talk to me right now. The scalp hurt. You just said you was tired. Don't talk to me.
Hey, White Chocolate just got me happy. I don't even know, but whoever the name is White Chocolate, I get you happy anytime.
No, talking about Baby Rufus.
Look at Baby Rufus. Not the one with the
Mm-hmm. That's what you was talking about, 702? Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. We don't. Nah, I'm not putting on nobody.
But Rufus and Tron.
Nah,
Baby
no way. My fault, y'all. Don't encourage the madness.
Encourage it. Encourage
You
it.
can't be
I need
talking
more
about that.
power.
Yes, get your ass up, man.
Why can't we encourage you to be you?
Because I'm already encouraged. And I'm having a fucking serious talk. Shut up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I still love you, but shut up.
I didn't know it was a serious talk.
My bad, y'all. See, I can talk to my peoples like that because they used to this.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was a serious talk.
You see what I go through right now. But see, it's going to show you how much love I got, baby. These are real friends.
Yeah, and he knows my mental illness. So
I don't want to hear that. Don't sit in the corner. Sit in the corner. Mm-hmm. 702, you definitely go sit in the corner. Yes, what's going on, my guy? Who else wants smoke today? I'm trying to be nice today. No, but this is a serious topic, though. And again, teach your kids how to vet out friends. And when they can't vet them out, you as parents should know what it is. If you feel your child's friends are the ones that are always in some form of danger, your kids don't need to be in that, for real. And you right on that, London. And see, that's the thing. This is why I said it's good to try to give them multiple alleyways. But again, you're supposed to know your neighbors. How can I have my kids hanging with their friends and I don't know their parents? I don't know what their parents could be into, so on and so forth. That's a danger zone right there. If I know my children have new friends, I'm going to meet their parents before anything. Nah, hold on. Need to make sure I don't have to do nothing I don't need to do, and I'm making sure that you're safe because you're my responsibility. You're my bloodline. That's how it's supposed to be. What's going on, Joe? Come on, son. Oh, he ain't got the pastor shoes on today. All right, I'm gonna leave you alone today. I'm gonna leave you alone. Leave you alone, Smokey. Leave you alone, Smokey. Give me 1 second. Hold on. No, but you gotta think about that. This is mostly important again because again, your children are supposed to be safe, and especially amongst friends. Can't call themselves any real friends if they could almost get to a point of getting to a tragedy. But again, they need a safe place as well too. I believe this is the reason why some of them are doing the things they're doing because it is a cry out for help, whether you believe it or not. There are some people who cried out for help, especially going through the things they've gone through, and nobody reached back out. So what you expect them to do at some point? They're gonna lash out at the world. It's not gonna be good. But most of that could be avoided again if you know thy neighbor. Like again, if you think for a fact kids that are associated with your kid could be in some form of danger in any way, shape, or form, you are as an adult supposed to step on that. Again, here's why I said bring back that walk of shame. If you're gonna allow your children to be in that form of danger, especially in the safety zone, which is home, gotta get back to the drawing board. Granted, that is not easy. Even as guardians, it's not easy. But there's things you just don't implement and don't do, especially when you know it could get to a point of no return. Like it's something that should just ring in your mind. Do I want my child to be mentally stable for life, or do I want them to be mentally disabled for life? Well, I'm telling you that right now. Certain traumas ain't coming back from that. That will stick with them for life. Again, that will make them not trust any and everybody. And then again, what are we going to get? Lash outs. It's time to really think. Do the statistics. And again, for some of you single mothers and you single fathers out there, stop putting too many different people in your life and around your children. Stop being so hard up for love. Stop being hard up just trying to be a part of. I'm sorry, it's the truth. Because when it's all said and done, it is about your children's safety. If you have made a mistake and now you are reaping those consequences to a degree, okay, you want to make sure that the person you with is going to really be there for the long haul. And if y'all are going to build on a whole completely new level, then guess what? It's equal. Come on, man. I ain't messing with you 702. See, I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be nice, y'all. Apparently, people don't want me to be nice. Y'all just love it when I get emails and I be trying to avoid them. Yeah, 702. I do believe I owe you something too. Hold on. Yeah, I always owe somebody something. Always owe somebody something. Mm-hmm. 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 Man, y'all, I don't hear that, man. Nah, but you gotta remember that part though. You know, your bloodline is always supposed to remain safe. What you teach them, what you instill in them, that will go with them a long way. You can't expect your child to grow or have any form of growth and potential or even be something grand in life if you're destroying basically what life you gave them, slowly and miserably. And again, you can't put different people around your children. I don't care how bitter you are. I don't care how much you really want to be longing for, so on and so forth. You have to always remember safety rule number one. Your kids, priority. Keep that safe. 702, that's because honestly, I didn't had a lot lifted off my shoulders. So what was keeping me down ain't keeping me down no more. I realized that after last week's barbecue. Yeah, this is growth. Like I said, I don't really be uptight. I don't really be giving a damn about what go on here. I don't care. I've always been one of those people that look, you're entitled to your views and opinions. I don't mind any and everything because again, it's about having a general discussion and a conversation. But these general talks and conversations also get to some form of rebuilding and restructuring. Because again, the message is bigger than any fool or foolery or fuckery. Excuse me for saying it that way.
Oh, oh.
You know, there are people who are going to say and do the dumbest things, and that's because they really mean it. I ain't one of them. If I tell you something and I mean it, oh, I mean it. You're going to find out. Hold on a second. Okay, never mind. I was tripping for a minute. I was tripping. I was tripping. Okay, y'all. You know, I gotta make sure they ain't putting on no damn. They've been quiet so far, but I ain't gonna jinx it. Let me not jinx it, y'all, because y'all know how I always get them annoying sounds. Let me not jinx myself. Let me be light skinned. Shut up. All right, we good. We good. Well, see, 702, I ain't have to really do much. Yeah, a lot changed between last year and this year. Shoot, things change every year. Every year that you're able to go around that sun, everything is changing. My partial anger and my partial eulogies was because, again, you had people who try to be the sole focus on things, but wasn't allowing that to happen. I still don't allow that to happen. It's one thing to build and grow, but it's another thing when you try to sabotage and destroy. That's just something I ain't for. But again, can never take anything too personal, especially with people you don't know. Like I said, people are going to say things that come to their mind. Some people are going to say things that just show you a true general picture. Again, I don't care what form of trolling you thought was working. It don't work. Anytime again you can say F the kids, anytime you can say anything that's just stupid or repetitive, anytime you can poke fun at sexual attacks, anytime you can poke fun at drug use, drug abuse, drug overdoses, you name it, you can poke fun at it and try to be funny about it every day. It goes to show you what class and character you really have. You sad. So I learned that let these people stay. I'm just gonna keep bodying y'all and keep doing what I've been doing. And besides, when you actually see things, you can never run out of content. Again,
You know
see,
that
some
England
people
wedding
live
that the
in
Kardashian agreed
some
to
people
trust
live
with
in a
the
fantasy
voting?
world. I live in reality. So, like I said, even if I was to walk away from this for any duration, doesn't matter. I don't have to worry about too much outside of me always giving something what I've been given. Other people, on the other hand, will just still be living in here like they living in their dungeons. So again, um, this is growth. Not everybody gonna agree, but then again, you don't have to be disrespectful if you disagree. And again, that's something that's rarely taught but need to be taught. I done been around my friends. I done been around close family. I done been around people where I said things from the heart, and they got it, and they got it, and again they got it. Uncle L, what's going on, my guy? That is the post, you know, the main goal of everything. It's elevation. Never let nobody stifle your growth, your creativity, anything. And again, you are supposed to make sure that keeping things under wraps on the safety too. Appreciate you, serious baby. Oh, they lined up, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. My fault. Brief intermission again. Brief intermission again. They came back, y'all. Somebody threw a whole loaf of bread. Up. They about to start going crazy. But I'm about to put the technique on. I should ski in on them, right? Let me ski in on them real quick. My bad. My bad. There you go. James, what's going on, my guy? But again, it's critical that you teach your kids everything you need to teach them. And again, give them truths. Don't sugarcoat nothing. And most of all, don't lie to them. They are supposed to be their own individual person when they do get into adulthood. It can't be you. It can't be your grandparents, anybody else along their lines. No. But doesn't matter who they become, as long as they know safety measures and safety rules of life, that's the most important thing. Appreciate you too, serious baby. But see, most of y'all that have been here, especially the core ones, the ones, even the ones that's in the bushes that always fuck with your boy, y'all been a form of inspiration. It ain't just my people's outside that's an inspiration shit. Y'all been an inspiration. And y'all kind of got me through an impasse where I was at in life, basically. So, hey, the most important thing to remember is that I don't have to say it every day. Some days I might not show it. But just know that the love is there. I know I'm rough around the edges. I know. This is who I am. Either love me or leave me alone. And if you leave me alone, there is no coming back. And it's for the good. Because again, that's what leveling up and the elevation of the mind does to you. You eliminate things that are somewhat causing you pain and agony. You pretty much know where it is. Again, the all important part of the factor in the family, regardless. Sometimes you're gonna hear me amongst my people, you're gonna have some conversation, whether the pen will open or not. 702, I've been doing that forever. And this is why everybody that knows me loves me. Everybody that knows me loves me. And they don't just say it, they show it. So when you do realize you do have that form of a good and a great safety net to keep your mind stable, hey, it's the most beautifulest thing in the world. And even a lot of y'all again have been an inspirational tool regardless of what. Even in my personal battles. I had to use y'all as what would this person do in this situation right here? Or how would this person feel in this situation right here? Hey, again, when you live life, you can never run out of content. You only run out of content when you're no longer living. So every day is just a good and a great discussion. Nonetheless, even when we do have repetitive retardedness. Oh, and at some point I will address that again because I already know who one of the persons are. And it's sad because again, it just goes to show you some of the things we speak about people not letting things go. People who want to create chaos because that's all they know. That's all they're accustomed to. Well, those things won't be around me because they never really have been around me. And when they were, I moved myself out of those situations. Or I kindly moved y'all away from me. One thing you should remember to teach your kids is that they should respect different views and opinions in different aspects of life, different cultures, so on and so forth. Even if you don't agree with them, still respect them. I don't agree with a lot of different things. I don't mean I'm gonna disrespect you on it. I just have my strong view and opinion on it. But nonetheless, I would never have to disrespect you, put you in any form of a situation where you feel you have to do that. But yeah, that's maturity and growth. When you have people that know how to compromise and don't sacrifice nothing, it's definitely a strong circle right there. Hold on one second. You should have put your you should have kept your pastor shades on. See, it would have cool.
Oh, that's shit's getting all fogged up.
You're supposed to keep your glasses, Bentley. You're supposed to keep your own little wet wipes too. Farnsworth. My bad, y'all. Got to pick a Farnsworth Bubba over here. Just certified fool forever. But you got to remember that part too. Teach them to keep laughter a main part of their life too. You can laugh through good times, bad times. You can laugh even during depressing times. Again, the minute you lose any form of laughter, any form of inspiration, that's when it becomes a problem. And again, you need to seriously sit down and have talk. And for some of you parents, if you think your children can be suffering from any form of depression, your best bet would be trying to get them the best help possible. If you can't help them, make sure they're getting the professional help needed. But again, the other part of this is again, children are supposed to be safe And a safe haven for them is supposed to be the place they call home. If they're not protected, it'll never be the same. And I'm sorry, it won't. Not also can they be at risk physically. Again, mentally they could be at risk. No child would want to keep hearing they're useless, they're worthless, there was a mistake. Anything that you know could basically hurt their feelings and trigger them, not supposed to be doing that as no form of a parent. Sorry, you're not supposed to. Because you can't say you love your kids if you're willing to tarnish or disrespect them. Or again, even put them in grave danger. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay, now I feel a little better. Now I feel a little better. Phone was tweaking a little bit again, y'all. You gotta teach them that life is gonna have its ups and downs, its pains, its miseries, its greatest achievements, its glorious moments. But you need to also teach them that again, it's solely about who you incorporate in your life and what you incorporate in your life. Make sure they friends motivated. But again, make sure they friends are encouraging. It would be the same way for you. Make sure that these kids are getting the proper protection, especially at home. Even if you are teaching quality values at home, they friends might not be getting that same quality value. So that's something you have to be very wary of. You might be teaching your children a prime example to keep themselves from any form of sexual activity until they're an adult. But that doesn't necessarily mean their friends are learning that same value at home. So you have to take that into consideration. Always remember, not every household is being taught the same. So again, be cautious and critical when it comes to the development of your children. A good key thing to remember: safety over everything. If you're not creating that safety measure and that safety net, children will never be safe for life. It's not safe to think that you gotta look at everybody in the world and treat them the same way. And that's another thing. Again, teach them about self-respect and respecting everybody else. But there are some things that, again, if you stand firm on it and stand strong on it, then continue to do so. Uh, Get back to a common basis of things. Again, communication on all levels. Communicate with your kids. Hey, if you are that much of a parent, like most parents were back in the day, shoot. He wasn't just schooling us. Our parents were schooling everybody else's kids. Yo, come here, little nigga. Let me holler at you real quick. Excuse me for saying that. But if you had one of those fathers that definitely was in the hood and definitely was there, even if it wasn't theirs, yo, come here, let me holler at you, little nigga. Come here. Let's speak to you real quick. Let me teach you something. That's what it was caused to do. Again, spreading information, not just to your children, but the children that could be their friends. Again, hopefully everybody will listen to it. Because again, they might not be getting that same basis in their backgrounds. That's why I said the community now is way different than what it was back in the day. Back in the day, it didn't matter. single parent homes, two parent homes, shoot, family homes, period, close knit families, generations of families. Guess what? Didn't matter. Things were being taught on all levels because it was about safety. It was also about life preservation, not doing any form of justice when you are taking critical pieces away from the building and the growth of that child. Again, the home should always be safe, especially when there's kids involved. Whether they're your kids, whether they're guardians, doesn't matter. Family that you're taking in, doesn't matter. They are supposed to be safe. They're supposed to be safe and free from any form of sexual abuse and attacks, physical abuse and attacks. Again, know thy neighbor, but also watch your family. Watch people that you consider family. Watch actions of people. I can't say it any more clearer. Really can't. Because the worst thing you can do, especially when these children are young and their minds are still fragile and still growing, is give them heartache and pain that they can never get rid of. How can you replace any form of anger or distrust or anything when you're not given the option to? And again, even in this generation, it's needed right now. Exactly. That is a whole fact right there, serious. Even now, that basis, it's supposed to be that way. But again, some of these people don't care. Oh, my child got a friend. All right, cool. Now my child will be active and busy. No, you need to make sure that your children are being amongst the right form of children too. Like I said, know thy neighbor. See, prime example. There's a lot of y'all that put your kids in school. There's some of you who are doing the homeschool. But for the ones who are putting their kids in school, you eventually have to meet these other children who are around your children. You would have to meet their parents, guardians, whoever. Because that's how you get a strong basis on what's going on in your school, what's going on with your kids in school, and how you could basically erase certain things that need to be erased. Because again, kids go through enough. And when they're young, they are the most fragile on all levels. And nobody should ever take advantage of that. Nobody should ever rob no child of growing into some form of successful adult. Angie, baby, appreciate you. Think it's something that you really need to take heed on. Man, again, the worst thing you can do is put your child in danger. But it's also worse for your children to putting themselves in danger because they don't know how to call true friends. What I said in the beginning of the live is truth. If your children are supposed to be close friends, then that means they are supposed to make sure they're safe on all cylinders. You as parents are supposed to make sure your children are safe, knowing what boundaries to cross, what boundaries not to cross. Some boundaries you are going to have to cross in life because that's how you grow, that's how you elevate, and that's how you get the ball rolling in the things that you want and need in life. It's called inspiration. Some boundaries you can't cross. Like again, playing dangerous games that can end up having you both either in jail or possibly unalive. That's not good looks. That's not quality parenting. Again, you brought life into the world. But if you feel you're to a point where you're having the hardest of times, especially when you are dealing with bringing life into the world, then you need to seek, again, professional help or go seek out the counseling that you need. You don't necessarily always got to go to the meds. Some people, they form of duress comes from just not having nobody to vent to. And it should never be that way. That right there in itself will cause a person to go mad. I got enough frustration. I don't want to be talking to myself like I'm crazy, but I don't have nobody to talk to because I feel I can't trust nobody. AZ, what's going on, my guy? Again, it's about knowing what friends really have your best interest at heart. And if your friends are going to be there for you even through your darkest times, then those are the friends you keep dead. Those are the ones you keep near. If the only thing they want to see you do is rise up and not fall down, that is a blessing in disguise right there. It's rare you get quality friends like that. Some people are never going to be friends, but they'll be good associates. Because those will be the ones that hit things when it comes to the middle ground of things. Yeah, you know, it ain't none of my business, but you know, yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know how it goes. All right, you know what? I appreciate that. I'm gonna look into that. Again, it's about having watchful eyes as well too, because you could be teaching the right things at home, but it's also about making sure that they instill that when they out in the world. Like again, respecting spaces, so on and so forth. You make sure you do that. If somebody needs their personal time and space, you give it to them. One thing I've always felt, again, that should be taught too, is teaching your children about rejection. Any form of rejection, some people just can't handle. But you have to make sure they're wise enough and mentally strong enough to prepare for it. Essentially, it's just about bringing that order back. And even with small conversation like this, it can trigger and spark the right forms of ideas and the right forms of restructuring again. I'm optimistic in a lot of that. So I have these talks. Even when you got fools that don't love that, hey, I don't care. I'm still going to produce a message whether you like it or not. It's harsh when reality does hit you, right? But when you live in reality and you don't live in a fairy tale world, you pretty much know how to operate. You pretty much know how to get a general consensus on it. Again, everybody comes from different backgrounds. But the main thing is the background shouldn't be that toxic and it shouldn't have that much exposure to where you can corrupt the ones that are coming up. Don't let that ball go over your head today. But all in all, though, the link is still pinned in case anybody want to chime in. But if not, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm getting hungry, y'all. Getting hungry. Ain't gonna let dancing finally made me hungry. But again, a lot of you and the main ones, hey, like I said, might not show it every day, but just know that love is there and it's genuine. That being said, Baby Rufus, take us out real quick. Take us out. Baby Rufus 2.0. Take us out. Take us out. Take us out. All in all, though, general good discussion. You know how we do it. You are absolutely right, serious. You want to know why they intimidated though? Because again, they allow the system to think for them instead of them thinking for themselves. See, I'm gonna always give you a conversation where you're gonna have to think. My man saying right here almost every time, even when we joking, I say something that he be like, you know, I thought about what you said the other day too. Exactly. It's about thought. We have lost our training of thought. When has being safe ever been a problem? When has being safe with your body and everything else ever been a problem? Hey, these is gonna be general talks. Don't encourage the madness. I see y'all ain't encouraging the madness. Don't laugh. Don't. I just told y'all don't. That shit. They laughed. They laughed. So. All right. Fine. Not supposed to encourage the madness. Not supposed to encourage it. Damn it. Not supposed to encourage it. I was supposed to knock this out the ballpark. See, I got trolled by my own community. But you forgot. This is really Baby Rufus, the collector. All in all, though, y'all definitely was a great conversation as always. Don't encourage the damn madness. Tamika, AZ, you know better. Come on, son. Come on, son. James, I don't expect you to listen anyway. Shoot. You ain't even bring back my damn girls. I know you ain't listening. Who else want to play? Who else want to play? Angie, baby, you on lunch break and ain't offer nobody no chitlins, no nothing. I don't eat them, but hey. But everybody, yeah, stay cool and hydrated, especially those who are going through the heat waves, especially those in the city. Nah, you good, bro. Did you just apologize? Hold on. This nigga just apologized. Hold on. This nigga just apologized. No bad, y'all. See, I genuine love for people. I might be rough around the edges. Let them have love. I'm dancing on you now. You got me tight. Man, damn it. Come on, son. Come on, son. You wasn't supposed to be doing that. You was not supposed to be doing that. You wasn't supposed to be doing that. Well, at some point, I might be hosting the first ever AI Matrix Awards. So then you're going to have some categories again. I'll definitely have some great old categories. My happiness has exceeded me today. So I'm going to be this. Yeah, bring back that. Look, serious ain't return that grill. Like I said, I got a pellet grill 9000. I want all my pellets, my hickory biscuits, all of that shit back, James. All of it. Angie, you talking about you still fat? I respect that, sis. I respect that. I'll give you that much. Yep. Let me not say nothing about food in front of you. My bad. Matter of fact, you owe me a mukbang. You owe me a mukbang, damn it. Disregard the comment. Nah, but y'all really have been a great focal point, again, a great inspiration. And, it's cool. Like I said, not everybody gonna be your cup of tea. Doesn't matter. It's about what's really important and solely important for your beneficial growth, no matter what stage of life. And with that being said, you know what? I'm gonna take a copyright. I don't care. I'm leaving y'all out with some good vibes. Remix. Yeah, you can get this right. Denise, baby. Yeah, so you don't have the good vibe music. Yeah, yeah. But when I do feel like I'm on the other form and that other red form, you might get a little bit of this. It's red, but it symbolizes how I really felt. It symbolizes how I really felt. Nah, but again, hopefully all of y'all keeping yourself safe, keeping yourself hydrated. Don't be burnt out, baby. Oh Lord, I'm buffering. I'm buffering. Buffering. Oh Lord. Give me a one. Give me a one in the chat. Give me a one. Oh, my bad. My bad. I had to be sure. I don't know. I'm sitting somewhere near a damn satellite somewhere. Got my scalp hurt. Got my. I got trolled by the birds earlier. I ain't forget about the heifers. I ain't forget about them damn heifers trying to run down and gang bang on me. No, we ain't doing that. Nobody got no damn bird seeds for y'all pelicans. Got to be sure, y'all, because, you know, I know one building definitely out here got a damn satellite. I don't care how good or what service you got. Better hope you don't pick up somebody's conversation. I don't want to be hearing stuff I don't want to be hearing. I'm gonna act like damn. I'm gonna act like espionage is at play. Like, wait a minute, guys. Did we just hear what I thought we just heard? Wait a minute. Let me get my peripherals. Let me make sure I got my. Let me get my vision clear. Let me get my ears in order. So But again, y'all have been a focal point. And yeah, if y'all ain't been catching them shorts, you don't know what the hell you missing out on. I'm telling you this right now. Laughter is good for the soul. You won't get nothing but laughter. One short video at a time. I think I'm almost late for one soon. I told y'all to take my advice months ago, and you ain't listen. I warned you about banging on my furnace, and again, you didn't listen. So, you just gotta suffer. Yeah, take this real quick. Take this.
That's what
They already know though. Don't worry, you're gonna get a little dose of madness every day. Don't worry. I think my eulogy phase is past me now. I done gave all the eulogies I needed to give. So, back to the drawing board. I ain't angry no more. Sandpaper cut. Sandpaper. Yeah. Ain't nothing worse than them cuts right there.
works out.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, yeah, let it get quiet. I need the rain again tonight. I need the rain one more again. It may not be back over here with no pastor sandals and shades, so you got both. All right, Bobby Brown Jr. All right. Every little step I take, ass nigga. Every little step I take, ass nigga. Look at you. That give you money, ass nigga. Nah, you already, bro. But remember that part, though. Incorporate great laughter amongst great people, especially those who respect you as much as you respect them, and vice versa. And again, for parents that need to hear it, your children should always feel safe at home. It's the worst form of injustice when they're not. Think about what was said today. But let me get up out of here. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. Everybody that was in attendance today, y'all already know that love is love and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I'm gonna do is keep it real. That's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real bills. Today was a good conversation, but I know I'm gonna get another email. But again, higher ups that need to hear this, don't try to come at my neck because this is entertainment purposes. I'm happy, damn it. Let me dance. Let me dance. You don't never want me to damn be fun. You don't never want me to have no damn fun. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't never want me to have no fun. But y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.